Bruce Lee's tragic death in 1973 spawned a glut of movies that came to be known as Bruceploitation.
Can we find another Bruce Lee? They would go to people in the martial arts schools, the gymnasiums and so forth. Hey, anybody look like Bruce Lee? Anybody who's good?
Movies starring lookalikes of Bruce Lee to capitalize on the success of his movies.
You are the famous Bruce? Yes, I'm Bruce.
One of those actors was the guy known as Dragon Lee, who stars in today's movie.
Dragon Lee, who is this Bruce Lee times 10, this gigantic muscular guy.
A movie that has many titles and could be a sequel to as many as 3 different movies, depending on which title you choose. I'm choosing to call it... Does it channel the spirit of the great Bruce Lee to give us top-tier martial arts action? Let's find out in today's video. How's it, guys, and welcome to Cult Action Reviews, where we look at the weird, the wonderful, and the downright terrible of the action film universe. Today we're looking at the Bruceploitation movie Dragon Lee Strikes Again. The movie opens with a shot proving how hard it is to walk in traditional Japanese sandals and look cool. And the presence here of Bolo Yeung with his really unfortunate moustache proves to us that these guys are the baddies. Bolo was the go-to bad guy for many a movie, from the 70s through to the 90s. He's always a good presence, a great martial artist, and he started out as a bodybuilder, so he usually gets his shirt off. What's not to like? If you very understandably couldn't tell, these are the Japanese bad guys of the film. They're here to get Dragon Lee, who has a list. What's on the list? I don't know, but apparently it's very important to the Chinese underground resistance against the Japanese.
Don't lose that list. It's vital to the cause.
And here's our first problem. This is Dragon Lee. He looks nothing like Bruce Lee. The haircut and the mannerisms do nothing to change that. In fact, Dragon Lee's not even Chinese. He's from South Korea, for God's sake. The stealthy approach of the bad guys is ruined by their clacking footwear.
Bad news, Hanson. The Japs are coming.
Dragon immediately volunteers to fight them.
You better go. I'll try to stop him.
Which is stupid. He's got the list. He should be running, as his comrades rightly point out.
Nonsense, Hanson. You'd better go first. Your mission's absolutely vital.
Unfortunately, as he runs, he's caught in an alley by a bunch of baddies. But, because he's an expert martial artist, he manages to fight them off in a really cool fight scene. Unfortunately, Bolo turns up. And since he's the only one with the sense to bring a gun, and that's the end of the movie. Really short, but hang on, wait, what? Oh, that's not the end. Just shoot him again. Don't sniff the gun, he's right there. Shoot him again. You're letting him escape. Of course he doesn't shoot him, because that would end the movie. And Dragon manages to escape with the help of a cartman and the assistance of Bolo's really stupid henchman.
Look in there. Huh? That cart smells awful. Let's go elsewhere. Hey, right, it stinks. Come on, let's go.
This allows a still bleeding to death Dragon to escape on a boat. Surely they could have at least tried to stitch up the wound?
Mr. Tanyan, you referring to Lee Hansan?
Dragon, showing admirable disregard for the fact that he's bleeding to death, seems to take a train, walk through a forest, and walk into a city to find his father's address, where they open the door, see him.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know you. You've come to the wrong place. Wait.
They close the door on him and leave him to die in the street. Luckily, they do have a bit of pity and go outside to save his life later. And of course, Dragon wakes up to find a love interest. Bright side. Downside, it appears his father was betrayed and killed by the Japanese. Another upside, he's among friends who tell him who to kill to get his revenge on the men who killed his father.
I'll get him.
And these fight scenes really give you an idea of how efficient the crews that worked on these movies were. These films were sometimes made in as little as 15 days, sometimes even less. Very rarely did they get a lot of time to do what they needed to do. And yet, look how fun this fight scene is. Look how well choreographed and well shot. There are movies today with a lot higher budgets that can't make a fight scene as entertaining or as technically well structured as this one. And as Dragon recovers, he discovers that the lady of the house doesn't feel well.
Oh, yeah, thanks to you. It's my wife. She doesn't feel well.
Man, I wish I didn't feel well. She sounds like she's having fun. And as usual with these films, the men who dubbed it are inserting jokes of their own.
Wouldn't help, even if he came.
Must be fun to dub foreign films.
Wanna helps her mother when she gets that way.
Actually, she's healed by music.
She's fallen in a deep sleep.
And at this point, the movie actually completely forgets about the list from the beginning. But the Japanese are still after Dragon, and they're in the village. And as bad guys are wont to do, they're causing all kinds of trouble.
Some over there. Look.
Their methods are about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the face.
I don't know. You don't know?
They blend in about as well as a hippo in an orchestra, but you can't say their methods are not effective.
Who the hell are you? What do you want here? Bastard, we've come to arrest those rebels.
The ensuing fight has Dragon bringing out all his Bruce Lee moves. Yet because the bad guys are as dumb as a bag of spanners,
I reckon they went that way. It's all right.
they let the family escape. If these idiots had just walked 10 paces forward, they would have found them. But anyway, Dragon escapes too and he meets a friend, and they proceed to kick ass together. Well, the friend kicks ass while Dragon watches.
Thanks a lot for saving me.
Don't mention it.
The movie then takes a really meandering tone because it was obvious that they were writing the script while they were shooting this, and they had no idea where it was going. Dragon ends up pushing a woman with one leg over for some reason.
Come off it, lady.
Our hero, everyone.
Your leg.
You had my leg amputated.
And the traitor ends up luring Dragon to his house, where he's also got the family, where they've got some kind of really convoluted plan that'll be revealed later. But at least the trap gets the plot moving again. It's been ages since anything of consequence happened, and I am bored as buggery, which you do not want from your Bruceploitation martial arts film. But during dinner, Dragon has an awesome idea. Since he couldn't beat Bolo's gun earlier with martial arts, he knows exactly the secret weapon to use to take him down. That's right, chopsticks. Man, just get a gun, a bow and arrow, a slingshot. Literally anything is better than chopsticks. No? We're going with chopsticks? Okay then. Meanwhile, the lady of the house gets sick with uncontrollable breast rubbing disease. This plotline is so weird, man. At multiple points in the film, they refuse a doctor for the mother because they say that only music can heal her.
Why don't I go and fetch a doctor?
That won't work. Music's the only thing that could possibly help her. Only the music.
Which has convinced me that the father is actually waiting for his wife to die.
What do we do? We need music.
He's got some kind of plan to kill her slowly. He's poisoning her, and if a doctor showed up, he'd find out immediately. So he's come up with this elaborate plot with the music healing the mother. It has to be a murder plot. Why else would he keep refusing doctors for his wife?
All right, I know of a young girl who plays the lute brilliantly. Maybe she'll be able to help us.
Anyway, Dragon Lee goes to a musician he met earlier, who's actually the sister of the guy in the flat cap, asks her for help. She agrees. She then tells Dragon that he has to do something elsewhere. He sods off, and then the baddies turn up, and she has to use her zither of death. However, it doesn't work brilliantly for her. This is where that convoluted plan I mentioned earlier comes into play. So the baddies killed the real musician and substituted a fake one so that they could send the fake one to the family to try and assassinate them. But the family's already in the traitor's house. Just send all your men there. And why wait for Dragon to leave the house? I don't get what's happening, and I'm pretty sure neither do the writers. The writers lost the plot long ago. They're just making shit up as they go along now. So they did send all their men. Meaning that elaborate ruse with the fake musician was all so that they could kill one already dying old lady. Well, at least the ensuing fight is great fun and includes the ancient Japanese sword technique of sticking it out and waving it all about. This group of idiot bad guys does eventually manage to kill the old man, though. But since they stuffed about with the stupid ruse, Dragon was elsewhere, and he returns later when the baddies are gone to find the bodies. And he gets super pissed off about this, as you can see. And despite Dragon's warnings to his flat-cap friend from earlier,
I'll go contact our men. Wait for me here. Don't do anything rash. Got that?
the guy goes to confront Bolo and everyone alone, instead of just going with Dragon.
I've been expecting you.
And he dies, having bothered the plot not at all. Why was he in the movie? Probably so that we could just get this fight scene where Bolo gets his shirt off and gets to show what a badass he is. Because up till this point, Bolo Yeung has done nothing in this film. He shot a guy once. That's it. Way to misuse one of your biggest assets, guys.
You stand aside. I will deal with him myself.
For some reason, these few deaths finally inspired the resistance fighters to start fighting back against their oppressive regime. I don't know why they didn't think of it earlier. It's kind of in their name, but, you know, needs must.
We'll pay for the good times. Revenge! Revenge!
Their beatings are surprisingly tame, though. So, maybe they're pacifists. After some more pissing about, the movie signifies that we're getting close to the end by stealing Rocky music. The second last fight is more Bruce Lee stealing, some nut punching, and some slow-mo hilarity. But at this point, I was just bored. I wanted the movie to get on with it and get to the final confrontation already. This is not how you keep a martial arts film entertaining.
Go and get Joe Warner and Lee Han-shan.
The first 30 minutes of this film are quite well paced. We move from scene to scene and the action keeps going, so you don't question how stupid the plot is. But the second half of this movie, the pacing falls off a cliff with acres and acres of convoluted plot and absolute boredom.
No more. Please don't hit me anymore.
Now we're finally at the climactic battle between Dragon and Bolo, which is competent but unspectacular. However, chopsticks do beat gun, so that's worth noting. Bolo goes down and all's well that ends well. Very definition of a mid-movie. The story is nonsense, the plot meanders everywhere, the pacing is all off, but there are some fun fight scenes. Worth watching once, but never again. And that's it for this week's edition of Cult Action Reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've also got a couple new subscribers since last time, so welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like or leave a comment in the comment section below. I really appreciate it. But that's it for me this week. See you next time, and keep watching action movies, guys.